Hey everybody, Mr. Simons here. I am going to go over 3 examples with you from this worksheet on adding fractions. And this is when the denominators are like, or in other words, they are the same. All right, so I'm not going to get into all the reasoning and everything behind this stuff. I just want to show you a couple things here to get you going. So the first problem we're going to look at is number 5. So number 5 here, so this one right here, number 5, you've got 6/9 plus 1/9. Now what I know is the first thing you do is if the denominators are like, you just write that number down. So you put 9 on the bottom, and then on the top you just add them up then. All right, do whatever the operation is between the fractions. So you have 6 plus 1, and that is 7. And then what you do is you just check your fraction to see if it is simplified and if it's a proper fraction. So it is simplified. You can't divide anything into either 7 or 9 other than 1, and it is not an improper fraction. So this one's all good. All right, now let's take a look at number 3. All right, so we're working on this one. So we have 25 is going to be our denominator. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and we're going to start by writing that down. And then we're going to go 16 plus 12. All right, so 16 plus 12, if you go 16 plus 12, 6 plus 2 is 8, 1 plus 1 is 28. And then you wind up with 28 on top. Now, you can't divide anything into 25 and 28 other than 1 that goes through. But we do have a problem, and the problem we have is that 28 is larger than 25. When your numerator is larger than your denominator, that is called an improper fraction. And so what we're going to do on this next page here is I'm going to go over what we do when we have that. So what you should notice when you have 28 25ths is that you have more than 25 25ths. All right, and 25 25ths, if you think about it, is 1 whole. Okay, so then what you look at is you say, okay, I was able to get 1 whole out of this thing here. All right, and then you look at what you have left. Well, if you start with 28 pieces and you know you can get 1 whole out, which is 25, you're left with 3, right? So that means that you have 3 parts left of the whole. So you have 3 25ths left. So that's kind of the concept behind how this works. The quick and easy way to do this is you see how many times does 25 go into 28, all right? And so you know that 25 without going over, and you know 25 will go into 28 one time, and then you subtract that number from 28, so sort of like what we did over here, and then that number comes over here, goes on top, and then you have your 25ths. So both methods work. They're kind of the same thing, but that's the answer you're going to put down. So we're going to take this and we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to go 1 and 3 25ths. Okay, last problem here. Let's do problem 6. All right, so you got 8 tenths plus 4 tenths. So I'm going to do this whole thing on another page. So we got 8 tenths plus 4 tenths. Sorry, I'm doing this with my finger. My stylus isn't working the best. So your denominator is the same, so you just copy that down, 10, and then you just do, basically whatever 8 plus 4 is, so that's 12. So you have 12 tenths. Okay, now there's 2 things we need to do with this. First of all, both 12 and 10 are divisible by 2. So I'm going to divide the top and the bottom by 2. So the numerator and the denominator. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 10 divided by 2 is 5. And so now it's simplified, except that it's in improper fraction form, and I want it as I don't want that. So I'm going to have to write this as a mixed number. So I'm going to look at how many times does 5 go into 6. All right, well, it goes into 6 one full time. And then what is left over? Well, if you put 5 into 6, that gives you, or 6 divided minus 5. Sorry, I'm falling all over my words here. 6 minus 5 is 1, so you have 1 part left over. 1 1/5. So if you think about it, if you've got 6/5, you know that 5/5 is 1 whole, and then you would have 1/5 left over. And that's how you get your 6/5. So that's kind of a way of looking at it. So your finished answer is 1 1/5. Let's go over here. Let's write our answer down, and you're good to go. So I hope this helps. Thanks.